What's going on, everybody? Dogman Dan here. Warframe update 13.5. Lots to talk about. There's a reason I have Amprex out right now. There's a reason I have Ash out right now. And I'm actually playing with the NAMI Skyla because I am trying to get my Argon crystals right now to get my new NAMI Solo. And we'll talk about that in a few seconds. Alright, let's get started with all the changes and everything that's going on. I think you guys will be excited about everything that's going on in the background as well. Take a look. Something very, very awesome you probably saw right in the beginning of this video is back. Yes, I'll get right into it. Red Crit is back. Okay, crit changes and calculations. Let's get right to the nitty-gritty. They've made changes to the way critical works with weapons that have been modified to have a crit chance greater than 100%. So back in the day, the red crits, you know, with the synopsis, they are back. So the brief is, a weapon with a critical chance greater than 100% will receive two calculations. Number one, a guaranteed critical damage value. This normally appears as the yellow value. Okay, and number two, a secondary red crit chance based on the remaining percentage. This will appear as your red crit if successful, your super crit if you will. So this means if you have a 125% critical chance, like the Amprex, you're guaranteed one full crit and a 25% chance to red crit. And as you can see, because it's the Amprex with its spray out ability, I'm going to get a lot of red crits in here, and I don't even need to be using Volt for it. With Volt, it's even more amplified. If the second crit occurs, you'll see it obviously is the red crit value. Okay. Warframe change, very important here, is Ash. Another reason I'm using Ash, you're going to see me use Bladestorm a lot in here. They've received the rework on Bladestorm. Now, when the ability is used with Ash, you will conjure up two separate clones, which will go on the attack in addition to the player. This will allow the player to clear out large groups of enemies even quicker. Ash is super insane now. He's awesome. He's phenomenal with this change. I'd like to see some of the other changes still come to Ash, but by updating his Bladestorm with the clones, having basically three Ashes out there at one time to kill down the enemies, awesome. Okay, now to the nitty-gritty stuff. So, they released some new armor, the Edo armor. I'll put that up on the screen. It's 100 platinum, you get it if you want it. I'm not really into armor, guys. I mean, the only thing I got those one set of shoulder blades, and that's it. Aesthetics just don't really get into me with this. I don't really want to waste my platinum on that. But that's what it looks like. There you go. The NAMI Solo is the new weapon of choice with 13.5. So this basically new weapon, NAMI Solo. Wield a curved blade with the NAMI Solo and lash out incredible slashing lethality. The NAMI Solo will use the machete stances for the combos and can be found in the marketplace or for platinum or blueprint. Alright, there's your blueprint as you can see on the screen. It's going to cost you 20,000 credits to buy the blueprint. It's going to cost you to build 20,000 more credits, so a total of 40,000 credits. 1,500 ferrite, 800 polymer bundle, 200 rubido, and 2 argon crystals. If I'm successful, this will be my second argon crystal in this mission. I've already got one before, so this hopefully, if I come out of this after 5 rounds, will be the second. The stats on it are a little bit lower than obviously the NAMI Skyla, since it's only a single weapon, not a dual weapon, but still very nice. I think the NAMI Skyla had a 7.3, 7.3, and a 35. So this is 5.3, 5.3, and a 24.5. Not bad at all. Very excited about this one as well. Looking forward to playing with that. Some other stuff that's going on in here. So, they've got new combos for the machete weapons for the Sundering Weave stance, which is called Flash Flood, and that Sundering Weave is going to go on the NAMI Solo. New combos for axe weapon stance mods. The Cleaving Whirlwind now has a Sunder, Tusk, and Drifting Stampede attacks. Not sure yet, haven't tried them out. And Rendering Crane has a Rampaging Boar. Find out what those are. Interception missions are no longer confined to Earth. Yay! So they can be found on the following nodes. I'll put this up on the screen for you. Mars, Augustus, Jupiter, Callisto, Europa, Aramis, Phobos, Optic, Uranus, Stefano, Saruman, Sedna, Barina, Eris, Viver, Pluto, Cerberus, Ceres, Draco. Added in new code entries for the Corpus attack drone and Corpus drones as well. So those are the big stuff that's been going on with these changes. Lots of stuff. Pretty excited about this stuff. I mean, how can you go wrong with it? And these are just the main things that they talked about. So we've got interception missions are moved around. We got a new weapon, which is going to be freaking awesome when you pull that out. We've got critical chance calculation changes. Brand new, the red crit is back. Super crit. Ash is awesome, as you can see. Some other changes. Miter base damage has been increased along with flight speed and proc chance of charged shots. Yay, Miter increased. Increased fatal attractions range and damage at rank 4 and 5. So the fatal attraction precept will now wait until enemies are within the range before the pull ability is initialized. Tweaked positioning of leg armor accessories and a number of frames. They added in additional range-based visual effect on Molecular Prime that should help with distinguishing the distance of targets affected by the ability. They tweaked some Excalibur Prime channeling of effects. Spectres will now regenerate energy over time so as to allow them to continue to use powers over long amounts of time. Player movement is now prohibited at the start of Conclave rounds for you guys playing PvP. They tweaked some sound effects for the Skana Prime to reduce the amount of damage dealt to attacking players when using reflection in PvP. Tweaked some visual on Valkyr's Immortal Skin. Tweaked sound effects on Moa Laser Disc, gun explosions and drone explosions. Reduced required scans for Grineer rollers. Improved animation for the Greatsword and Axe animation sets. First 2 rounds of an interception will now be easier for solo players, with enemies spawning throughout the mission. The difficulty will remain the same when playing with 2 to 4 players, so solo won't be so bad. 2 to 4 players going to be a little bit more adjusted. They've adjusted the positioning of chest armor on Ember, Banshee, Valkyr, Zephyr, Vauban, Saren, and Nyx. Whew, lots of changes. Okay, there's a number of fixes. I've got everything posted on my forums over at noncommunity.com. I do want to talk about right off the bat, they fixed the instance of Molecular Prime energy color not appearing correctly on clients. They fixed the Molecular Prime not working correctly in PvP matches. So they've done some more adjustments to Molecular Prime just in case. They've also updated the Seismic Palm and Fracturing Winds stance mods to actually reflect the fist stance again. There were some other issues there. Fixed an issue with Ash being unable to use finishers on enemies that had been previously targeted by Blade Storm. So, some pretty cool stuff going on in here. There's a whole other bunch of fixes, some localization issues, some crashes issues, fix some issues with the Sentinels. Again, I have all that over on my forums if you're interested and you want to see the rest of that stuff. Or if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below anytime. If you did like this video, hit that like button for me. Subscribe if you're not subscribed and you enjoyed this content and all the rest of the stuff on this channel. Otherwise, I will catch you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching. We will see you later. Tower capture key and second Argon crystal for me. See you soon, guys.